Hey, this is Will Power, and you're listening to the Indie Sports Car Podcast.
Welcome everybody to another episode. I don't know what the hell. Okay. All right. Quiet. And for 5 seconds, please. Welcome, ICP fans, to another episode of the Indie Sports Car Podcast. Hey, Mizzy.
Hello, hello.
Christian.
Coming at you live from the racing capital of the world, Indianapolis, Indiana.
That's right. I don't know how you do it, man. We went there, twice in May?
Yeah.
That's a lot of driving.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make any sense me telling you that because you don't do that.
No, I live here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But no, I do understand the plight of one who has to travel from where you guys are coming from, but it just goes to show your commitment, your dedication, and your love of the sport to make it twice in May. Who else can say that? You. That's who.
And Mike from Pit Lane Parlay.
Yeah, and Mike from Pit Lane Parlay.
But he flew.
Although I'm sure he never left, though. I'm pretty sure he didn't leave
stayed
after
all month.
the GP.
It must be nice to take a month off and be able to stay in Indy the entire month.
Yeah.
I'm not jealous at all. No, but he works from home anyway, so I think it worked out that way. It doesn't matter where he is; he can still do his thing.
That's the beauty of being remote. Autonomy over your schedule, you know. But like I said, it still goes to show your commitment, your dedication, and your love for the sport.
It's because it's free.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. No, we love going there, man. Love seeing all the fans. I mean, Missy, what was your favorite part of May? You know, what sticks out to you the most?
Besides seeing Christian.
Well, that was the best part.
Clearly.
Us finding the Davises, eating dinner, crashing their party, and eating all the food. No, it was a lot of fun. And then Missy kicked our butt in Mortal Kombat for an hour. I don't think she lost one match.
Were we there for an hour?
I was, over exaggerating, but yeah.
No, it was good times and good to have that camaraderie and that family vibe. You know, it's not often throughout the year where we're all in the same place. So it was good.
That's what I was saying. Like, it was really cool watching the start of the 500 from the media center. Just the three of us with Jared and all. It kind of because the only reason that happened is because of what we do, man. So and because of the listeners out there, they listen every week and. We really appreciate you guys.
It's all for you guys. That's right.
Yep. You're welcome. Missy, would you like to say you're welcome to the fans?
Sure, you're welcome. Pleasure is all yours.
Wow. Missy,
so
what's in your mind right now? Other than watching qualifying and being totally just not part of the show at the moment.
Well, I didn't choose to do the show at the time of qualifying, so
I
don't
didn't
know
either.
what to expect from me. I'm supposed to be a broadcast journalist.
That's right, you are.
And
No, you're not.
I can't watch Texas qualifying right now. So
Zach Beach is trying to, he's trying to be a star right now. Missy, is he being a star or is he backmarker?
No, but he could sure use a good finish. The way this year's been going for him. So
one of the best races I've ever seen him race was at Iowa at Indy Lights. That was one of the greatest drives I've ever seen somebody on an oval. What was that, 3 years ago? Right? Yeah, about 3 years ago. We were there, and what a finish! Like, wow, just wow.
Right.
I mean, he went all the way to the back of the field. He started on pole. He came back, and he almost won the thing.
Guess we should go over the races that happened last weekend.
Oh yeah, Detroit happened.
I truthfully didn't see much of them. I just watched some highlights because I was busy this weekend or last weekend. You know.
I don't care about Detroit.
I was karaokeing.
What?
Drinking. You know.
You were karaokeing and drinking.
Yeah, you know.
What?
I was being Missy Elliott on the stage.
Missy Minaj, the return.
I was being a good husband when she came home holding her hair.
You're such a liar. I held my nipple just fine.
I didn't mean you.
But yeah, no, Detroit, Belle Isle. I will say this though. This has probably been the most exciting Belle Isle race I've seen thus far. Because I was just getting ready to hop on board with you, Frank. I was just getting ready to say I agree with you. I could do without this race on the schedule.
The one that
but then the more I think about it, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad of a weekend.
Which one? Which one are you talking about?
Well, no, the whole weekend just as a whole. I think what I liked was Saturday you had the rain, Sunday it was dry, so it almost made for two separate weekends in one. That I think that's what did it for me.
Yeah, I mean, but it's been like that forever. Why is this year any different to you?
It was just way more exciting in my opinion. What?
Okay.
Yeah, it was just an exciting race in my opinion. That's all. It's been good to see Rossi on a tear. You know, solid podiums from here on out from that guy. It was nice to see Sato running up front during race one. It was nice to see. Who was it? Ericsson finished second in that second race. I think it was just nice to see just a different variety of drivers hanging where they were hanging. I liked it. I don't know why. Just seemed better than usual.
Well, speaking of drivers, Missy, where did the drivers finish?
So for Detroit's Belle Isle race 1, your winner was Joseph Newgarden, followed by Alexander Rossi and Takuma Sato was your podium. Then you had Felix Rosenquist, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Simon Pagenaud, Graham Rahal, Zach Beach, James Hinchcliffe, Spencer Pigot, Sebastian Bourdais, Colton Herta, Marcus Ericsson, Pato O'Ward, Tony Kanaan, Marco Andretti, Max Chilton, Will Power, Santino Ferrucci, Ed Jones, Matthias Lace, and Scott Dixon was your finishing order for race 1. And then race 2, you had Scott Dixon was your winner, followed by Marcus Ericsson and his first podium in IndyCar. Congratulations to him.
Or ever.
Followed by Will Power was your third place finisher. And then you had Ryan Hunter-Reay, Alexander Rossi, Marco Andretti, Graham Rahal, Zach Beach, Sebastian Bourdais, Santino Ferrucci, Pato O'Ward, Colton Herta, Takuma Sato, Ed Jones, Max Chilton, Felix Rosenquist, Simon Pagenaud, James Hinchcliffe, Joseph Newgarden, Matthias Lace, Spencer Pigot, and Tony Kanaan was your finishing order for race 2.
There you go. It was nice to see all the guys who didn't fare so well in race 1 rebound for race 2, like Power and Ericsson and Dixon,
like
obviously.
Every weekend is like every Detroit weekend is like this. Race 1 or race 2, one of them are like just ridiculous.
The complete opposite of the other one.
Yeah, and the people you never see up front are, and then the other race is pretty much business as usual.
Right.
One, it's just weird how the whole weekend it's like two entirely different racy feels and everything. Cool. I mean, I'm really happy with Marcusson. Ericsson.
Okay.
Hey, I screwed
Making up new names. Marcusson.
Missy has Spigot. I got Marcusson now. All right.
No. That's it. That's his new name now.
Is this his first podium as a professional ever?
I
mean, he did 100 GPs in F1. I don't think he podiumed once because he was never in a. I mean, he was in Renaults and whatever. So yeah, he would never podium. And then. And then now he's in IndyCar. This is his first podium, right? So this is probably his first podium since he got out of like GP2 or something. Congratulations to Marcus Ericsson. I'm really happy for him.
Or Marcusson, as we're now calling
him. And then William Power. getting the P3 and like, you know, he said that was the most satisfying race he has raced this year, and he feels like, you know,
Really?
His exact quote was, the most satisfying race since my last win at Gateway, and I think, you know, I feel like I'm in that zone again, and you know, this and that. So watch out for Will Power for this race, folks.
Yeah, so that means trouble if he feels like he's in his zone.
You know, and Will's really honest. So if he feels that way, he really means it. He's not just fluffing, you know, some his ego. He's being totally honest.
Yeah, I mean, I always get these races confused because they happen so close together. You forget what happened in which race. And
Oh yeah.
I mean, I see here, and like I said, I didn't really watch either of them. I just caught some highlights of both of them because I had a busy weekend. And
I'm busy, okay.
yeah, I was. And so let's see. There was 4 cautions in race 1. It looks like car 4, who was that, Matthias Lace, contacted the wall twice himself. So he caused 2 cautions in this race. And car 20, who would have been, what's that? Is that Spencer Pickett?
Yeah.
20? He hit a wall, looks like, by himself. And then car 9, of course, Scott Dixon, which I can't remember the last time Scott Dixon crashed by himself.
Right. Yeah.
And I was a little surprised at that when I seen that. I was like, what? That's Scott Dixon? Are you sure?
Being human, I know.
Right? I haven't seen that in quite a while. Can't remember the last time I seen that.
When did you become human? Yeah. Right?
Wow, you do make a mistake every so often.
Yeah.
And then you had, I think, was it race 2 where there was, no, maybe it was race 1. Because I know there was some action where James Hinchcliffe came out in front of Joseph Newgarden and Rossi, and then
that was race 2. Yeah.
Was that race 2? Or
that was 2.
That
Yeah.
happened where looks like Rossi lost it, and I think Newgarden was losing it a little bit, and James Hinchcliffe was just in the middle, and Rossi, when he lost it, just pushed himself into Hinch, who pushed himself into
Newgarden. Yeah, it took Newgarden out of contention with that one.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great plan by, Alexander Rossi. I mean,
yeah, use the car as a bumper if you need to. No harm, no foul on his vehicle.
Yeah, so race
the
2, I guess there was 5 cautions. The first one was contact with it looks like Tony Kanaan. 22. Who was 22? Oh, Simon Pagano, and the number 31 Pato happened in turn 3. That was the first caution that came out, which looks like the first lap. That happened, and then of course there was the crash between Sebastian Bourdais and Spencer Pigot, which I think that one I did see the replay of that one where Spencer was attempting to go into pit entry, and Sebastian Bourdais was a little anxious to get past him and tried to pass him and plowed right into the back of him. And that was right at the pit entry.
Jeez.
And of course, the third caution was Joseph Newgarden. It was in this race, yeah. So Joseph Newgarden and the James Hinchcliffe one, with Rossi being involved in that one. We went over that one. And then you had James Hinchcliffe. He went off course in turn 6 for the 4th caution, and then the 5th caution was contact for car 10 in turn 1, which would have been Felix Rosenquist. Felix, right?
Yeah.
He's not having such a great year.
Yeah. There's a few people
he's
that
expensive. He's crashed quite a few cars. He's getting a little pricey now.
Ed Jones has done better than him, and he's the one he replaced. So, but look, give Felix a chance to learn how the car is. I mean, it's only he's had how many events and how much time to get used to these cars. I mean, he wins wherever he goes, but it's not a right away thing. It's more like once once he drives them a little bit. I think he's really racy for being a rookie. He really is. I mean, I've watched him and Will go at it, him and Dixon, him and Rossi, and he's raced them clean. And surprisingly enough, I've noticed, like Will and Rossi and all them, and Hunter Ray, They race him, and they don't race him like get out of my way rookie. They race him like with respect. I have noticed that, especially what was that race where I saw them do? I think it was race 1. Yeah, it was race 1. It was early in race 1. It was like the first 10 laps. It was a lot of good. Yeah.
How long do you think Ganassi gives him to figure it out as you
He's
say?
Gone already. You kidding? They already found.
I was like, if it's anything what they did with Ed Jones.
Yeah,
He's got a year. That's it. This year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
and he's crashed more.
We know how
than
Ganassi
Ed Jones
is with.
crashed. I mean, come on. Ed I think had what his first crash that he actually damaged the car was what Detroit last year.
Race 2 in Detroit was the first time Ed Jones and all he did was bend up the the right front everything to touch the tire.
I can't even think of how many cars.
Dixon keeps crashing his cars. I mean, he DNF'd race 1. I mean, so no one's perfect, but as soon as that happened, Ed Jones gone. It's like, geez.
Yeah. So that, I mean, given the track record of how we know Ganassi to be, I mean, do we think that Rosenqvist only gets a year to get it together? No,
because
you think he'll be there next year.
See, like Ed Jones's whole body of work is MRT on IndyCar. Felix Rosenqvist's body of work speaks for itself, and Chip just knows that I would say Felix is good enough for Chip to know that how good he is, and I think he gives him at least 2 years. Now at the end of year 2, if he's not doing what he normally does everywhere else that he goes, he's gone.
Missy thinks it's a stretch.
I mean, if you're Ed Jones should have got a second year if we're going by that. I mean, just him coming up through the ranks. I mean, I think he's just as good a driver as Felix Rosenqvist. Just because Felix has driven more different series.
Ed Jones won the Indy Lights Championship by a fluke. He shouldn't.
Whoa. No. We're not he was in. Okay, he might have the last race. Okay, I get that. But no. He competed throughout the entire season. This, championship is based on a season, not a single race, the last race.
I didn't know that.
Well, you're talking like it is, because why else would Ed Jones be in the talk of a championship at the end of the season with at their last race?
Because I'm lying. That's why.
No.
I'm just saying. I think he should have been given a second.
No,
year.
okay.
Ed Jones should have been given a second year.
It's a joke. Yeah.
But at the rate that Rosenqvist is crashing cars here lately, he's costing way more money than Ed Jones
This
ever
is the
did.
fastest car he's ever driven with the least amount of downforce and the most amount of torque. Give him a break, and it's got twin turbos that has turbo lag that he's
Ed
not
Jones
used
didn't
to.
get a break. He got booted.
Right, and Ed Jones did not have the body of work and wins and Rosenqvist and Ed Jones are not on the same level. All right, sorry, Ed Jones
and
coming
why
in.
Not?
Because
what has Felix Rosenqvist won?
I don't know. Let me go to Wiki and read the 3 pages long of it.
What championship is under his belt?
A bunch of them.
Is there? Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's look this up.
Felix Rosenqvist is the Felix Rosenbest.
Let's see.
What
championships does Felix
was a stretch.
Rosenqvist have?
I'm looking it up too, so you can't go lie. Christian, I'm going to need a third backup here. So look up Felix Rosenqvist's awesome season stats or awesome career stats, or awesome person Felix Rosenqvist's
awesome person. Okay.
career stats.
Let's see.
Wow.
2015, he won the FIA Formula 3 European Championship Series in a Mercedes in 2015.
Exactly, and Ed Jones barely.
And that was it. So
what do you mean that was it? I mean, he raced 7 different series.
WeatherTech here. In a PC car. All right, that doesn't even count.
Why? Pato did.
Oh wait,
and
no.
And we had
Points.
a count.
Ranked 31st. Oh, wait, that doesn't even count. He raced one lousy race. No.
Was it Road America?
Nope, that doesn't count. No, it was
Was
Daytona.
Was it Atlanta?
Nope, it was Daytona. That don't count.
Why does that not count?
Because it was one race he raced. He didn't race the entire season.
But he won. He was a fill-in.
Day 7. Or he was the 7th place. No.
He was a fill-in.
Stop right there. So one championship. So if you want to compare that, Ed Jones had a championship. And did he win? Was he a Pro Mazda championship?
Yeah, but did Ed Jones only race that series? I mean, because if I remember correctly, that year Felix Rosenqvist raced like 6 races and won every single one.
And none of them were open wheel.
What? Didn't you just hear what I just said? Felix Rosenqvist has raced in Indy Lights, just not a full season. He raced like in 6 or 7 races
and he
that
won
season.
A race here and there.
He won almost every one.
He didn't win a championship.
You can't win if you don't finish the entire season.
Well, you're comparing championships. Ed Jones.
I am not comparing championships. I'm comparing body of work. Look at Ed Jones' body of work. It's, the Mazda Road to Indy, then Indycar. That's it. If you go to Rosenqvist, he's all over the place. He's in every single series,
with
and he's winner
to
in
show
all.
For it.
He's racing for Chip Ganassi. What do you mean? What does he have to show for it? I would say that's a win in his book. Like, what's your job? Chip Ganassi
he gets
searched
around.
me
You know
out.
He is an expensive.
And paid me
That's
to race IndyCar
show.
when most drivers there have gone through a ladder and they don't get paid. They got to pay. But I'm so good that I'm getting paid by Chip Ganassi, arguably the second best IndyCar team in the series. Arguably, I didn't say they are.
Okay.
Dixon makes them that. when Franchitti and Dixon were together, there they were definitely number 2.
Just throwing this out here.
say it's
Ed Jones has a European F3 Open championship.
Wow.
And an Indy Lights championship. Just throwing that out there.
I know.
Just throwing it out there.
2 lines. Now,
hey,
yeah,
he's got more
lines
championships than
with
Felix
purple
Rosenqvist.
and green boxes on Wikipedia, and the last. Oh, that's more.
That's more, isn't it? Oh, what's all this?
You should have scrolled.
I should have scrolled.
Wow, that's a lot of boxes.
Oh yeah.
The gloves are off.
2000. Oh, F3
here on the ISCP
championship.
show.
Oh, this is the same series.
I never said Ed Jones is a bum.
And this is the same series Rosenqvist competed in. Let's see. Oh, what is that? 1, 2, third place, first place, second place, third place. Oh, there's a bad stretch right there. 20, 23, 20. Oh, then we're back to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at all this. Oh, wow.
Why don't you talk? What the hell are you talking about?
I'm just saying. Fact of the matter is, I think Ed Jones is just as good as Felix Rosenqvist.
Whoa, go back to Felix Rosenqvist.
And should have had a second season with Chip Ganassi.
I agree.
Bottom line.
I agree, but I'm not going to say that Felix Rosenqvist is not a good driver, because he is.
Nobody's doubting his ability as a driver. We're just talking about.
You're asking me if he deserves another year, and if Matthias Lace can get another year just because. That's
AJ Foyt. We're not talking about AJ Foyt racing. We're talking about Chip Ganassi racing, where the drivers need to produce to stay there.
Potato, tomato. I mean,
No. We're talking about Chip Ganassi racing. Drivers need to produce to stay there. He ain't
potato
producing.
Chip.
He's crashing.
Potato, tomato.
Potato, tomato. Yeah.
He's crashing more cars for him than anything else right now.
Yeah, well, Dixon's catching up.
One crash in how many years?
Dixon's catching up.
What are you talking about? He crashes all the damn time.
Not by himself.
Either Dixon wins a race or he's crashing.
You're just talking out your.
No,
right
I've watched him do it time and time again. Road America. He could have ran away with the championship, but what did he do? He crashed lap 1. Just saying.
Whatever.
Don't you whatever me?
I'm gonna whatever.
Am I wrong or am I right?
No, whatever you.
Is that Herta at 1 right now at 218.4?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
Wait,
this is qualifying.
Yes, this is qualifying.
It doesn't matter.
I'll catch you up on qualifying.
Herta won't finish the race anyway.
Currently, Herta is
Herta's
on
going to
top
set the
with
record.
Frank.
Zach Veach is in second with a 218, and they just pulled off.
Hurt is going to set a new IndyCar world
That was
record
a little.
for DNFing every single race from here on out.
Hey, he finished these.
Wow.
two
Okay.
races.
Is that your
Did he finish Detroit?
Yeah.
Oh.
that's your prediction, Frank?
He finished
No,
12th
my
and
prediction has been
12th. He finished 12th in both races.
Oh, P12. Okay. That equals 24.
Oh, here we go. We're back. So Veach, Erickson with a 217 is in third. Kimball is in fourth with a 217 average, and Daly is in fifth with a 216. And we will explain why Daly is in Max Chilton's car. And in sixth, Matthias Lace
We'll
is a
get there.
215. And what is wrong with his car? Holy cow! Marco Andretti is a 206.
Oh, he
Ouch.
is almost 10. He is almost 10 seconds slower.
10 seconds off. Yeah, something's that's the
Something
car.
wrong.
That's
Yeah,
not him.
there's something
Obviously,
pretty
clearly.
sure
In practice, I think there was
Marco
something wrong
will
with the
be
car.
pulling up the rear, and then what's her face, the blonde up in the media center, will write about it, and Marco will cry about it.
What?
That she wrote an article
Jenna
about Marco.
Fryer.
Who? What's her name again?
Jenna Fryer.
Jenna Fryer. That's it. Jenna Fryer wrote an article about Marco Andretti last week or like during May.
Was it disparaging?
Is it ever positive?
And what? He didn't take kindly to it?
He never
I
does.
didn't see it.
Not since last year. Remember last year, Mid-Ohio? She said something he didn't like.
Mm.
And he threw her under the bus, and everybody hates Jenna Fryer, apparently. I don't. I think she's very smoochable.
You
I
couldn't
think the
even
word
pick her
is
out of a lineup.
smoochable.
What? Wow.
You don't think so? Wouldn't you like to give her a old smoocheroo?
Never seen her, but no, I'm gonna refrain from giving.
She's the one on NBC, right? The little blonde NBC with the fire suit.
No, Frank.
Who's that?
My God, that's Katie Hargett.
That's who I want to smooch then.
I can't.
I have no idea who
can't.
Jenna Fryer looks like then.
I can't.
I could have swore that was Jenna Fryer.
Moving on. The biggest article I think
should
that came
Google
out
Jenna
of this
Fryer.
week was
I hope she's
Chilton.
good looking because
Max Chilton. Be quiet. Max Chilton quits IndyCar ovals for 2019. The rest of 2019 ovals, he quits. Quits.
I will miss him.
bum. I'm sorry.
And I don't
He will be
really-
missed on the ovals.
Why can't I learn? Because you're bad
He will
at
be
this.
missed. Oh,
I don't think they really gave. I'm not really happy with the answer I got of why he decided to halt his campaign of ovals for the rest of the year.
I don't know.
He didn't fully explain his
I read the
decision.
statement. What was pissing me off was him talking about his dad like it was another person. He's like, I just want to thank Gallagher for being so supportive. Like, it's your dad, man. Like,
Yeah.
why are you saying it like like it's? I just want to thank Gallagher for supporting my decision. I was like, it's your dad, man.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for
it's just like
Gallagher, he wouldn't be
Shelby-
racing anymore
I
in
mean,
IndyCar.
it's just like Shelby Blackstock never saying that he's Reba McIntyre's son, you know?
Right. I just,
Personally, I would've wrote
but
that.
no, you know what?
Time.
Max Chilton,
That's
he
how
lost me at Phoenix 2 years ago when he got out and out the car and complained about the track. You know, no, I hate this race. It's so boring. It's so. So I obviously this is a guy who never enjoyed his time on ovals.
Which, like, I watched him win Iowa in Indy Lights. I mean, he did great in Texas last year, and he even on Twitter and TT Data IndyCar series released a tips on how to win Texas. The main star of that tweet was
Really?
Max Chilton talking about how he loves Texas and all this and that. It's him, then Will, then him, then Tony Kanaan, then him again. I sent it to you.
Wow.
I texted it to you. I'm trying to find it right now.
My question is, do we really think this was voluntary? Or was this the fallout from qualifying
I'm not qualifying for the
Indianapolis?
500. Yeah.
Well, it seems like everybody
And-
who
and-
didn't
and
qualify
speaking of which-
had a lot of problems.
Yeah, speaking of which, Pato Award, he doesn't have funding Like, he lost his funding, I guess, for whatever. I don't even know
See,
what
here's the
races
thing.
he's racing
I
anymore.
don't think Red Bull was his main source of funding to begin with. Because
No, but Red Bull said they're not sponsoring him to race in IndyCar.
Right.
So how's he going to race in
you're not
Formula
listening.
One with that? Because he doesn't have enough points
He's
for
not
a
going
super
to
license.
Formula One.
Well, anyway, he can't get a super license. So how's he going to race? I don't understand.
He's not going to Formula One.
He did say that's what his goal was.
You always say that's what your goal is in front of a TV camera. You never say, I'm not, I wouldn't like to
My point
race
is,
in
he
this
can't even
said
race for them
series.
if he doesn't have a super license, which he doesn't have.
Well, racing. Money speaks, a lot. Money tends to change people's minds about some rules. And
Are
such.
you missing the flags here? He doesn't have any.
What are you talking about?
That's his problem.
No, you're missing the flags here. Red Bull had nothing to do with his Carlin contract
Yes.
until
I
like
understand that.
3 weeks or 4 weeks into the season. Then all of a sudden Red Bull's on. That was just so he could race extra races on top of the contract he's already signed and paid for. He's not going to not race IndyCar to the end of the season.
My understanding
this.
is he doesn't have a super license, so he can't race for them.
I don't care about him
So,
going F1. I care more
I don't
about him staying in
understand.
IndyCar.
You feel me, Christian? No?
I don't know. Christian, there was a locksmith coming to Christian's house, so he was just going to mute when
Is
he
he
had to
locked
leave.
in his house?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Christian's locked in his house.
But
Let
anyway,
me out.
but that's my point.
I'm
is-
in a glass box.
Anyway, we actually, Christian was at the press conference when Chilton, announced his leaving, his departure, as they say.
But then he makes a statement like...
Well, no, I have the statements here. Here, Missy.
Oh, great.
Yep. Just give me a second here. I got to pull them up.
Of course you did.
So, at any rate, yeah, I got them in the email here that he sent me. Gonna put them in a new folder. So anyway, you still didn't tell me, Miss. Like, what was your what was your favorite part of, I guess, Detroit? That you did watch anyway, or what's your favorite storyline that came out of it? I mean,
Will Power stopping on the track and being like dead last and then coming back for a podium spot.
yeah, you darn tootin'. That was a great one.
I might be biased on that. Oh, well, coming back to IndyCar qualifying for Texas, Spencer Pigot has taken over the pole position at 2:19 for his 2-lap average.
Nice.
So, and currently on track is the man of our disagreement, Felix Rosenquist, who, he's going to lop out there in 5th, an average of 2:17. Ericsson ahead of him, so I guess that means Ericsson's better than he is.
So Rosenquist just did better than Ferrucci, Kimball, Least, and Andretti. All right.
Well, it doesn't take much to do better than Andretti.
like the top 10 drivers haven't even gone yet.
I mean, of course it's all
Wow,
mute, so I can't
was
hear.
Marco's car just not? He
Yes.
couldn't even.
Ooh.
He couldn't even hold that down like 2 car
Yeah,
lengths to the
something's
white
wrong.
line.
Something's definitely wrong with that.
It's almost like
Of
his
course, I
rear
don't have the what do you call it? The
sound.
on. There you
Yeah.
go. So I don't. Ooh, that was a pretty big.
Yeah, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Marco was wiggling his butt all the way around
So I didn't hear his
around the track
explanation,
for the girls. Yep. Only an Andretti can turn some girls on while they're in the car, wiggling their butt.
So currently on track is that Seabass?
Sebastian Bourdais. Let's see if he can wreck this car. He's, how many chassis is he on now? 5?
Are you working on finding your whatever you want to?
I already got them.
I can just read them.
I already got them. No. I got the audio, baby. Or Missy. So here we go. All right. So this is I was really hoping that Christian would be here for this because Christian sent them over to me, but he's not here for it. So, but I guess it's not a big deal because he's heard them. Okay. So here we go.
My focus remains on getting the best possible results for the number 59 Gallagher Carlin crew, and I will be helping the team and Connor in any way I can to that end.
Okay, I had to turn the volume down there because I was all crackly. Let's hear that one more time. Play. What the heck?
Yeah. Alright.
So that was the beginning of one, and then this one.
Yeah, which I also see on my article here.
Hold on. See, he sent me them in 3 different installments on the What's Up app. I'm like, can you? I think it'd be much easier to email them to me.
Oh, and Sebastian Bourdais goes to P1, 219.746.
It's the best thing for him. What the flippity floop?
So his other comment I would like to thank Gallagher for being supportive for my decision to not compete in the remaining oval races this season. I am extremely fortunate to have such a supportive partner, said Max Chilton. Risk management is a central consideration of both Gallagher and myself in how we operate.
I would like to thank Gallagher for being supportive of my decision to not compete in the remaining oval races this season. I am extremely fortunate to have such a supportive partner. Risk management is a central consideration of both Gallagher and myself in how we operate. My focus remains on getting the best possible results for the number 59 Gallagher Carlin crew, and I will be helping the team and Connor in any way I can to that end.
That really doesn't sound like Max Chilton, but...
So that's we're the only ones that were able to have this content ready for you guys. So ICP listeners were the only ones that got to hear Max Chilton actually say the quotes that you read on hopefully motorsport.com, and not that other one that's like the equivalent of a ShopRite tabloid. Anyway, motorsport.com.
And the other interesting, quote was, "I'm excited and pleased by the outstanding proactive work being done by Indycar around driver safety and the innovation of the solution developed in partnership with Red Bull Advanced Technologies that has created a new arrow screen. The innovative solution will be the most advanced single-seater driver head protection in the world and will be introduced in 2020. Which I'm not sure. See, I think he's scared. Sounds like he's scared.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, he writes about
this does
has
sound
a lot
like
of risk. You know,
this does sound
and
like
he's bringing up the arrow screen. I don't understand why. What does that have to do with him not racing ovals?
I would like to thank Gallagher for being supportive of my decision to not compete in the remaining oval races this season.
I think he sounds scared.
I am extremely fortunate to have such a supportive partner.
I'm pretty sure this was
Carpenter
written for.
Pulled into
Risk
fifth.
management is a central consideration of both Gallagher and myself in how we operate.
All right, that's enough.
What?
Ed Carpenter
My focus remains on getting the best possible results for the number 59 Gallagher Carlin crew, and I will be helping the team and
Okay. I just want to thank Christian and Christian's girl for doing that. It was a great idea. Thank you, Christian, and thank you.
Rowena?
Thank you.
Is that her name?
It looks like that, but I don't think that's how you say it. That's how it looks like it's when it's spelled out, but I don't think it's how you say it.
So as you know now,
so that's Max Chilton letting us know that he's not going to be racing ovals anymore.
And Connor Daly will be replacing him in the ovals.
Hey, I mean,
so good opportunity.
Maybe something happened at Indy in front of him, or that he was a part of, or something, and it just shook him. You know.
Now, I mean, how many accidents has he been in ovals? Since
enough.
He's been in IndyCar.
Enough. Texas last year.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand now why all of a sudden he's,
Well, it happened to who else?
He's a chicken.
It happened to that other guy. Who was it? He's really good on road and street courses. But
Ryan Briscoe?
No. Briscoe didn't leave because he chose to.
Wait. Mike Conway?
There you go, Mike Conway. He. Remember what AJ Foyt said about him? You got drivers, then you got riders. He's just a rider. Because he couldn't say I think he's just a big P on national TV, so I think he said that way. But in AJ Foyt talk, that means you're a giant P in my book.
I don't know. I think something more is going on. Either he's, it doesn't make sense that all of a sudden now he's afraid
Daddy
to.
doesn't own Gallagher anymore. It's not Daddy's company anymore. That's all I'm saying.
But Gallagher's still sponsoring, so that doesn't make any sense. What you're saying.
Because they had signed a contract that they would this year. They want to be
that doesn't make any sense. Why he is not going to be driving the ovals anymore?
Because I don't know. Because if you're not going to, if you know you're not going to be racing next year anywhere, probably because you won't be racing for Carlin next year because your contract's over and Daddy doesn't have pulling Gallagher anymore. So I might as well just limit my. I don't want to get hurt in ovals. It's a big risk for what reward? No reward. So just do the road and street courses and be done with it. And then we'll probably never see Max Chilton again because he has no money anymore. Like his dad isn't part of Gallagher anymore. I think he sold it.
Yeah, no, I think at this level he just does not enjoy ovals.
Well, that's not what he said in the tweet, dude. I mean, oh, by the way, you're back. How long have you been back?
I've been back for about a couple of minutes. Why?
I was wondering if you got to hear, Max.
Oh, yes. I did get to hear the exclusive ISCP.
That's right.
Right at the press conference with Max Chilton. But no, thank you, Rowena.
I didn't want to say thank you.
Wait, what was her name?
Rowena.
Rowena.
Oh,
I told
sorry.
you. I told you.
I said Rowena. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. Though. I knew it was wrong. But yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. But no, I think regardless of the tweet,
there's a few tweets
I can't shake what happened at Phoenix when he was just I just got the sense that here's a guy who just does not enjoy ovals at this level. And I think the 500 cemented, you know what? Ovals aren't my jam at this level.
When he finished 4th at Indy like 2 years ago.
It's not happening now. It's just not happening. I think that's what it is. He just doesn't enjoy it. And there's a risk, obviously. When you're talking about ovals, you do have that greater risk of something happening to the car, of wrecking that thing to all hell. So yeah, let's save a few dollars.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Dude, I totally get the whole. If I'm not gonna be whatever, I'm not gonna be here next year, and I know I'm trash. So whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, why take the chance at ovals? I mean, there's no reason.
I think it had to do with his lack of qualifying at Indy.
No.
What did we really see happen after?
So you think he's been yanked from the ovals?
No.
Somebody at Carlin said you're out.
2 cars did not qualify for the Indianapolis 500. Mm-hmm. And what happened? I mean, for instance, McLaren. What happened after they didn't make the 500? Somebody was fired. What happened to Carlin? Nothing. Not a word.
Red
you didn't
Bull
hear anything.
pulls away from Pato.
They weren't sponsoring him in IndyCar. That has nothing to do with anything.
Well, my point is, whatever they were doing with them, they cut ties. So you're just asking me what happened after that. That happened. That's a negative. What?
Who cut ties with Pato? They didn't cut ties.
Red Bull. Yes, they did. It was released like an hour ago.
I didn't even see that. Was it?
Red Bull called it kaputs with Pato.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Where did you see that?
It's In an article. I don't know.
what article was that?
In an article.
I don't know.
I trust the words that come out of your mouth. Where did you see this article?
Oh, yeah, because I just read smut on Racer all the time, right?
Really?
I'm sure I didn't get it from Racer.
Let's see, an hour ago. It's not on motorsport.com an hour ago.
Wow. Let's see. Beyond the Flag. Here we go. It's Indy Star. It's from Indy Star. So
who wrote it?
Some writer from Indy Star.
I want to know who wrote it.
After he was signed by the Red Bull Junior team and stated that he was looking to pursue a career in F1, Award failed to qualify the Indy 500, which, coupled with his wreck in practice for the race, certainly set Carlin back from a financial standpoint. Then last week it was confirmed that he will not compete in the races at Iowa Speedway or Gateway Motorsport Park, which he would never supposed to in the first place because Kimball had those. Now, because the only thing that Red Bull was doing was offering him a chance to actually race more races than his contract already says. This is what people aren't getting. He was never meant to race a single oval this year with Carlin. Only the races that Kimball weren't paying for. Kimball's only racing the ovals. So there you go. Anyway, so blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
like he was originally scheduled
I found the
to,
article.
leaving him with no more scheduled oval starts this season. He would ever actually had them. This is my point. It was never in the deal. In the matter of a few days, the 13-race deal effectively became a 10-race deal. Well, more like a 9, but the one.
Here, allow me to find the stuff.
Allow me
Frank
to
is trying.
retort. According to Racer, they've said. I don't know why they put that in there.
Because Racer has the article out. The article was Red Bull won't fund award IndyCar ride.
Yeah, my point being is Red Bull never was in the picture when he signed with Carlin.
Here was my point of where I came in. He was named to the Red Bull Junior team in May, and the racer understands he was set for a reserve driver role at Toro Rosso until problems arose regarding his FIA super license. As it stands,
like
the
a lack
FIA,
of one?
as it stands, the FIA has not given Award the required super license to race in F1,
I would like
in
to just
part
say,
due to the Indy Lights Championship he won last year not having enough full-time drivers to be eligible, and so that plan is on hold.
IMSA and the FIA ended that whole super license points thing last year. So all the points that he accrued in IMSA during PC, they were kind of washed away because IMSA and the FIA are not, cooperating with each other anymore.
Right.
They used to. You could have got a super license from racing.
So, but they have not released him.
Season. What?
They have not released him. He is actually going to be in Canada this weekend, where the Formula One race is happening, and is scheduled to meet with the Red Bull advisor, what's his name, Helmut Marko, to discuss next steps. Helmet? You just said helmet?
Yes.
It is understood Award does have the 25 super license points required for a free Practice 1 license, which would allow him to take part in a future Friday session at a Grand Prix.
Which will give him points towards a super license.
And the most obvious event would be his home race in Mexico in October, following the end of the IndyCar season.
I wouldn't call it his home race. He lives nowhere near it.
And just throwing it out
City
there,
is like
what
really
I said about
south.
super license and how he's racing over there. Thank you. Point for Missy.
I don't point for Missy.
Yep.
Okay. Moving on. I'm trying to find that tweet there to play, so we can hear about the tips from IndyCar drivers on how to win at Texas Motor Speedway.
Hinchcliffe has gone since we've last looked at the qualifying. He is currently sitting in third with a 2:18. Ray Hall looks like he jumped up in there with a 2:18 also in fourth.
All-ish.
So, and currently on track, you have Ryan Hunter-Ray.
RHR.
For his 2-lap average.
Captain America.
Putting it down. putting his, licking the envelope and sending it or whatever.
That's what it's all about, man.
Licking this, he's licking
the stamp. There you go.
And sending it right on.
There you go, man. No, Texas is it's a great race. I'm very much looking forward to this.
I think Texas makes me very nervous. Very nervous.
Are you gonna watch it live on Saturday and tomorrow night?
No, I don't think I'll be home.
Of course not.
But I will definitely catch the replay of it.
What was I thinking?
When Hunter Ray
goes would you stop it, Frank?
Second. Hunter Ray is in second with a 2:19.
So everybody who said that I was crazy that RHR is in like the top 5, maybe top 7 of best drivers in the series can kiss my B.
Can kiss my B.
But
okay. I was like, that's okay to say on this show, Frank. You can just say it.
I know. That's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, I gotta go to the text that I sent you just to get this stupid thing.
No. But
No.
But no. Should be a good race here at Texas. Always provides a good show. And I, for one, am not going to miss Max Stilton being on this particular oval, or any oval for that matter. That's okay by me.
Yep.
Good call, Max. Good call.
Yeah,
I can't say that I'm heartbroken about it. I mean,
I think he made the right decision to,
If they didn't say anything, I might have noticed in a couple of races. Like, what happened to Max Stilton on the ovals?
What happened to? Right, yeah, you'd have been like, whatever happened to?
Is he not racing the ovals?
That one British guy, yeah.
What happened to that Max
Can we have
Stilton
a 2
feller?
lap silence here for the master on the oval? Master on the oval.
Oh, Will Power.
Ed Carpenter.
No, Will Power is qualifying. Tracking 11th right now.
Is he?
This is his first lap. Tracking 12th. It should be, it is your slower lap of the two. So that's okay. He's tracking 13th.
Not that slow.
217.235.
This is
Yep.
bad.
11. Backstretch.
Bad
He's
for
looking
Will
good.
Power.
He's looking fast. He's looking shiny.
No, he's not.
The sun's out. He's 10, about to bump Rosenquist, tracking 10th, coming around, looking tight, looking smooth, and he crosses the finish line, and that's it, everybody. It's and he bumps Rosenquist out of the top 10 with his P10 put down. Freaking 217.899, almost 217.9, but better. Yep.
That's a bad qualifying for him.
Yeah, you suck, Will. You could do so much better than that. But I'm glad he's back to the silver. I like the black, but
You missed that.
the silver looks better, I think. I like the silver. Yep. It matches his helmet better. Like, And I'm all about little details like that. Anyway, by the way, Carpenter, a 217.982 P8. I mean, Herta's all the way back down to 6th, so he'll probably.
It's coming.
Yeah, so by the time the qualifying is over, he'll probably be in like 9th or something, and then he'll crash or something will happen, and then he won't finish the race again because just Detroit was a fluke. Finishing 12th, obviously he was taking it easy. he wasn't pushing hard at all, and he was probably just happy to finish the race. Like this is a win for us. It might not look like it, but it is.
Kumasato currently on track.
Ooh, tracking P2 as well. That's because he's fast. Because he's really thin. Yeah, he's very svelte. They like to say. Takuma Sato is a very svelte man.
Oh, 220. He's the first to hit 220.
Is that right?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We're gonna have a new
snippity,
P1?
snap.
We have a new P1 sitter?
And he crosses the finish line. Where? Oh, it's a new track record. Probably not. 220.25.
He is P1 now, though, with a
Bump Sport day out
220.250.
from a 219 first one to do a 220 average. Yep. And the crowd goes, well, that's how I'm sorry. When Pagano won, I went, yeah. Well, he's known to do that. I don't know why. I can't get excited. I don't get excited, or I don't get too down or up on him. I don't know why. I should. He's a good driver.
Oh, that's what happened.
He's a clean driver.
Okay.
You know?
So I guess he will start dead last.
Who?
Tony Kanaan.
TK. Why? What happened, T?
He smacked the wall.
Of course you
Qualifying
did.
run.
Because you were past your prime. You should have hung it up 2 years ago.
Oh.
But, AJ keeps saying,
Wow.
please teach this big-haired dummy how to race, please. Spent so much money on him, and he doesn't do anything.
Frank's opinions. I love.
I'm kidding.
Right.
It's a joke. I don't mean half of most of what I say.
Oh boy.
I know. I'm just
How
kidding.
about the negotiations going on, I guess, with Pocono? So we're not sure if Pocono is going to be back, but there's also negotiations going
Wait,
on
what?
with Richmond.
Yeah, see, this is what happened last time they Pocono and IndyCar had to renew their they talked about it right up to race weekend, and then race weekend they agreed with 3 more years. And every year the attendance doubles. I mean, we've been going since it started, and every year has been more and more people. I mean,
Well, this is their last year, though, so.
that's my point. My point is they'll probably extend it for 3 years, but Miles.
Why can't we have both, though?
Because Miles already said he's not interested in adding more races in North America. If any new races come up, they're going to be abroad.
He needs to take what he can get if we can add more races.
Oh, IndyCar is holding the cards for once, not the other way around, okay?
Eh.
We mean, because Phoenix is gone. You know why? Because IndyCar is holding the cards
Dixon
now.
just went. P2 for Dixon. He is the second one with an average lap speed of 220.
Well, zippity-dee-dee.
220.120. So Dixon P2.
Wow. Way to not get P1, buddy.
Live commentary here throughout qualifying.
Riveting qualifying, stuff.
I love it.
Will
I think
already
we should
went,
just
so
have
I
both,
care
though. I
less
don't
about
understand why we
it.
can't have both.
What?
I don't understand why we can't have both.
There's not enough weeks in the year. I mean, something would have to leave for Richmond to become a race. I wouldn't mind Richmond becoming a race. It's a lot closer than Iowa, but
Yeah, it is for you. Yeah.
yeah. But I love Iowa, so
Mhm.
we owe a lot to Iowa as a show.
But honestly, I mean, I do we want to live in a world without Pocono?
No. Pocono, look at the 3 turns Pocono's modeled after. One is Indy, for crying out loud. The track is an IndyCar track and should always be on the IndyCar schedule. I understand things have happened there. Nobody is more, in tune to that than me and Missy and I, trust me. But I don't blame a plot of land for things that happen on it. I mean,
No, you just blame a person.
well, normally people are to blame. So, it is what it is, but, I mean, you shouldn't blame Pocono, the track, for what happened. You need to, it's racing. This isn't a 100% safe sport, all right? These things are going to happen. You can't blame a track for it. If that's the case, Monza would have been tore down years before it just was unused and built around as a race course, like a street track. But it still does exist. It's pretty cool looking. But anyway, more people have, I think it's got the most racing fatalities in history is the Monza Oval. Look into it. The oval was insane. It was insane. There was no walls. The wall was the track because it was insane.
I'll have to take a look.
Yeah, definitely take a look at the Monza Oval, and you'll go, wow, they actually built this and raced on it and said, yep, this is safe. This makes a lot of sense. Yep. Yeah. Someone did that. All right, here we go. Tag Heuer, whatever that means. From the NTT IndyCar Series YouTube page. We'll post it up on our Twitter. From where, Missy?
www.theindysportscarpodcast.com.
Right on. It's right there. So here we go, guys. This is IndyCar drivers who will be racing in it, telling you how to win it.
Texas, you have to be 100% committed. You have to be willing to let other cars be 2 or 3 inches away from you on either side of you, sometimes 3 or 4 wide, and it's incredibly fast. It's very daunting.
At Texas, it's a different race every year. The race like last year was fun. You had to look after your tires. You had to be very smart.
To be 4 wide you can't describe it. It's like nothing else. I guess the easiest thing is like you're on a passenger plane and you've got 3 others, touching
I'm on a
wings,
passenger plane,
and it could go
leaving Texas
very wrong
before
very
the race.
quickly. It's exactly the same thing.
During the race, you gotta set yourself up for the last lap, which is, you're rolling a dice. You can go high or go low, and depending on the move you make, you can win or lose the race.
Yeah, depending on the move you make, you can win a race. Like, pitting before a yellow comes out and then winning a race somehow.
Oh, Simon Pagino, P5.
Wait, I just turned it down. You should not be working. Sorry. Oh, wait a minute. Is this? What is this? Okay, sorry. Where's Paul's? Okay, thank you.
And Alexander Rossi currently on track.
What happened to Alexander Rossi's car? It changed colors.
Yep, it's green and white.
It's white and green. I don't like it.
Looks a lot like
Doesn't look like Napa.
Herta's car. No, he's got another sponsor on there this weekend.
Who is it?
Is it Gel?
Gel? What's a Gel?
You know Gel. Everybody knows Gel.
I just used some in my hair today.
I don't know. I don't remember. GE. Wait, I see GE on the side.
Boy,
there.
you can't read. It's Gel, not Gel.
Where do you see that?
I don't. I'm just
exactly.
making it up. AutoNation, I think it is. Well, it says it on the side pods anyway. AutoNation.
Oh, Guess. There it is. GESS.
Oh, that's Jess.
Jess?
No, it's Guess. Or
Guess.
Geese. Guess.
Wow.
Christian, what would GESS be pronounced as?
I'm not familiar with the company. I'm not
just
sure how
saying
they
because
pronounce it.
Guess has a U in it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it does.
So there's no U there. So is it
Jess.
still Guess or is it Jess? Or is it Geese? Gus? No, that's 2 E's.
Wow.
I don't know how to say this company, but it's a very weird looking green.
Ooh, look at this. A bad qualifying
It's like
for
Hess,
Rossi,
but
too. P10.
It's like Hess, but with a G.
Right.
Same color and everything. Might as well be Hess. You know what? Maybe the rap guys they saw it should be Hess, but they messed up and put a G. That's what I'm going with right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time frame.
Huh?
Time.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So what do you guys think about Chilton's tips to winning the race?
I think it's a solid strategy to pick up the W this weekend. Go Max!
I think Chilton has to be on everybody's fantasy list this week.
Should have put that in practice.
Absolutely. It's like being on a plane,
Yeah, as you're leaving before the weekend starts.
The last one, Joseph Newgarden. Can he dethrone?
It's like being on a red-eye flight back to London, right? Yeah, it's exactly.
Yep. And then just waiting for the social media bomb to go off tomorrow and just hear how just trash I really am. I feel bad for Max right now. No, I don't. No, I don't. I really don't. I mean, if he feels that way, I don't want him on the track. So good for him for being that self-aware of where he is mentally. And if he's not 100% in, then yes, thank you for for being man enough to say, you know what, I'm too much of a B to do this. I'm sorry. I just, it's like you know what? It's kind of like I mean, you've seen Top Gun, right?
Of course.
Well, you remember the beginning, let me see here. Yeah. I found this pretty easily. And this is what I thought of him telling Chilton. Or Chilton telling, Carlin.
Come in.
He knocks on Carlin's door.
Sir. Cougar, you should be in sickbay. What's on your mind?
My wife and kids, sir. I almost orphaned them today. I've never even seen them. I don't know what happened up there, but I was so scared.
Come on, we've seen this before.
No, sir. I'm holding on too tight. I've lost the edge. I'm sorry, sir.
And Chilton goes, and Carlin goes, well, now what am I supposed to do? Well, Daly did all right. Give him
Get
a
him
call.
back in the car.
I'm sure he's around the corner, standing on the street corner with his helmet.
Well, as much as we talk about, Connor, I do give him credit for the amount of grit that he does have. Nobody can take that away from him. He does make his way into opportunities, and hopefully this one works out for him. We'll have to see.
Did you say he has grit?
He has grit, yes.
I remember a movie that
I got to run though, guys.
Okay.
I am.
Well, real quick before you run, dude. Missy and I will finish up, but real quick, we need your prediction for Texas. Who's going to win it?
Just throwing out there, Sato took pole for Texas. Takuma Sato, your pole sitter.
Super Speedway pole sitters don't matter. Go ahead.
Not going to win it. No. I think Rossi wins it.
Ooh, the man in green and white.
Oh yeah, he's angry, guys. All right.
All
right.
right,
I will see you all next week.
Put your name on it, and thanks for coming on, man. And we will talk to you next week.
Yes, you will.
Right on.
All right, guys.
And thanks, and please thank Max for the exclusive.
I will tell her you said thank you.
All right. See you, buddy.
Bye, guys.
Okay, so Missy, just you and me. Just us, Missy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to talk about? Or do you want to end this? Or
I think it's time to end it. It's been an hour.
Yeah, it's true.
But Takuma Sato is your pole sitter. You're welcome for commentating the qualifying.
Yeah, it was riveting stuff. It really was. So.
And I think.
And the Canadian GP, who do you think is going to win?
Some Mercedes. I guess they'll change it up this week, so let's go with Bottas.
Yeah, followed by Hamilton and someone in red.
Yeah.
Easy peasy on that one, huh?
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Let's see. I'm just going through the motorsport.com for, the real stories. That's where you go for, truth. So, the true stories out there. I don't know, Miss. Anything that's gone on last week since we've been on that has caught your attention? How about the Alonso thing? I mean, did you not see that coming?
I seen that coming a mile away. I mean, McLaren's showing at the Indianapolis 500 was embarrassing, so that's not really a surprise that he's not going to be racing at a full season in IndyCar, I guess.
I mean, he's trying to do the crown jewel. You can't do that if you race a full season of Indy.
It might give him more experience to actually make it.
I think he's got all the experience he'll ever get in his life. I think right now he's just using all of that to do what he does.
Yeah, which is not qualified. He's never going to get the crown jewel.
You never know.
Nope. I know. Fernando Alonso will not complete the crown jewel, triple crown jewel of motorsport. And I'm going to put my name on it.
I don't think he's going to
put my name on it.
Stamping it.
Bam.
All right. You licking the stamp?
Yep. And sending it.
Missy's licking them stamps. Sending it out. Saying, here it is.
Put the flag up for the mailman. Take it.
Yeah, I mean, I was not at all surprised at all. Did we talk about we talked about the free 100 and all that good stuff. Yep. And let's see. There's no MRTI or there's no RTI series that followed IndyCar to Texas, right?
Nope.
I didn't think so. All right, so let's see here. I'm looking. I mean, haven't we talked about the Red Bull Aero screen yet?
Yep.
All right. I still don't have any opinion.
My opinion, it looks like a halo with a screen around it. That's my opinion.
Fair enough. Crazy IndyCar schedule and Aero SPN hyper quick turnarounds. What? I don't know what that means. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy IndyCar's DXC Technology 600 at Texas. Why they call it 600? It's not miles.
Which will be happening tomorrow, Saturday, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC Sports Network.
Well, Missy, if it's 600 and not miles, what is it?
What's that?
If it's 600 but not miles, what is the 600?
Oh, I had this in my book.
You don't have to look. It's kilometers.
Kilometers, that's it. Yeah.
For some reason, Texas 600, it's 600 kilometers, not miles. It's 372 miles, 248 laps on the 1.5 mile oval near Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Why aren't we there? Because it's June and it's summer and it's Texas. I am not insane.
And I think that about wraps it up.
I think so. Missy, who's going to win? You can give us your pick.
Who's gonna win? Let's go Will. He's gonna take his first victory this year.
It'll be his second victory at Texas, I think.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah, third. I'm sorry.
No.
Third. Yeah, third.
No.
What do you mean no? He won 2017 and he won 2011. I'm looking right at it. Remember, there was the doubleheader. They split it in half.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Will won it, and Dario Franchitti won the other one.
That's right.
I remember Justin Wilson winning one the next year, 2012. Then Elliot Castroneves won it. Then Ed Carpenter.
I gotcha.
Then then Scott Dixon. Then Graham Rahal. Remember that race? That was a crazy race. Yeah. But I think it's going to be a very awesome race. I think it's the second car in this setup. They're going to be a lot more familiar with it, and I think it's going to be a really good race. So, looking forward to it. And night races are always cool. And a night oval, you can't beat it. So it's Saturday night, and the schedule and everything else is also on our Twitter. So check that out. And definitely check out everything, guys. And I didn't get a chance to let Christian let you know, but check out his books. You can go to our website and order them through Amazon.
My Life and Story, The Outside Groove, forwarded by Willie T. Ribbs.
Yep, Cosby Media
Productions. Found on Barnes & Nobles.
And
Books A Million.
Walmart.com.
Amazon.com.
Yep.
And other fine retailers.
And his children's book been doing good, actually. It looks great, and the illustrations are awesome, and it's been doing well so far.
So on that
I think
note,
he was at a Barnes & Noble today. He had a book signing. I heard it went very well.
And on that note,
yep,
you know that I know that even Frank and Christian, everybody knows Texas is this weekend, and it could get crazy,
Cray cray.